Hello everyone, this is Kim Quady with KimPlaysWithPaper.com. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Mesa, Arizona, and I love to show you what I've been working on in my craft room. And lately I've been buzzing through all of Stampin' Up's celebration items. If you didn't know, January and February is celebration with qualifying orders of $50 and $100. You get to choose free exclusive paper crafting product. So today I'm combining stamp set and stamp set bundle from the Stampin' Up's January through April 2024 mini catalog with the celebration item and a fun fold. So it's a really fun card, fun project this morning. So you can find details about it on my blog at KimPlaysWithPaper.com, but feel free to leave any questions in the comments. I'd love to hear from you, but let me pop you down to my workspace and I'll get started showing you the card and how it goes together. It's a flip front fun fold. And so it does use the Flight and Airy Designer Series paper, available free with a $50 order during celebration. And it uses the Everyday Details bundle. And so it opens like such, and that's the flip front. And then it's held in place with that circle. So that's how it kind of looks when it stands up, and that's how it looks when it's flat. Let me share some of the products first. The Everyday Details stamp set with I love how the nest pairs really well with that Flight and Airy Designer Series paper, the teacup and a vase. Some lovely sentiments. I have to admit, I got the stamp set only because it was in a bundle with the dies. I really, really wanted these dies. Just kind of crazy, but sometimes that's how it works. I just love the opens kind of dots on those dies. So you have some circles and some rectangles. See that's how big those little the dies are. So that is available in Stampin' Up's January through April 2024 mini catalog. I'm also using the Flight and Airy Designer Series paper. This paper is absolutely gorgeous. Get your hands on it by February 29th with a $50 order before tax and shipping. I'll just quickly run through all of the designs, front and back. And then these, I've seen a lot of people die cut the birds, fussy cut. So there's all kinds of gorgeous designs with that. Lots of different birds and bird varieties, different options. So that's what we have going with that Designer Series paper. That's the Flight and Airy 12 by 12 Designer Series paper. So let's make our flip front fun fold. Let me get out the items that we'll need for that. We'll start with a bubble bath. I love that color. I love the name. Piece of cardstock. It's 7.5 by 5.5, and we are going to need to score that. So I love my trimmer for this because it has the scoring blade on the same track. I also am going to need to bring my arm out on that. So I'm going to score at 3 1/4. And remember, if you need a reminder about the measurements, look on KimPlaysWithPaper.com. That will be there. And then 6 1/2. Score it there. Alrighty. Then I can set my trimmer aside, get that out of the way. And then we'll do a little burnishing with the bone folder. We're making the front of the card, and then this little piece here will be the edge. Just give it a good burnish and how that comes into play. Then we'll bring in our Designer Series paper pieces. They were kind of hard to choose which ones I wanted to use, but so I'm going to layer that on a boho blue. And that layer is Again, those measurements are on my blog. It's 3 by 5 1/4. And then the designer series paper is 2 3/4 by 5. I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal to put those together for the front of the card. Flip Front Fun Fold. We made this last night as part of my mystery stamping for my team. So that's a fun activity. We gave everybody all the measurements. They had to bring their paper and stamps, and they didn't know what they were going to make. And this is what we made. All right, so that goes on the front of the card. I have a piece of boho blue again, and that's 3/4 inch by 5 1/4. The designer series paper is 1/2 inch by 5. It's all kind of layered there. Got a little off on that, and we'll layer that little strip just goes right onto that boho blue. I got a little carried away with the adhesive, but that's okay. I'll just fold it over. No worries. I always like things to stick. I don't want it to fall apart. And then a little adhesive on the back of that boho blue. And it will go in this spot right here on the right. I am making sure that my birds are going in the right direction. And then for the inside piece, I do have a piece of basic white that measures 3 by 5 1/4. I do want to stamp a sentiment, wishing you so much joy on this special day. That comes with the Everyday Details stamp set. Perfect for a birthday. You could do that as an anniversary as well. Any kind of a congratulations. It could be even a graduation if you wanted to. Any special day that people have. So that's just going to go right in the middle there with the boho blue. And what's awesome about the Stampin' Up! Designer Series paper is all the colors are listed on the package, so you know when you grab that Designer Series paper which inks and cardstocks are going to complement each other and coordinate. I love that. All right, so we're scooting right along here. I'll bring out, this is the largest circle from the Everyday Details dies. I'm going to stamp the bird's nest with Memento ink. Memento ink is the ink to use if you're going to be using Stampin' Blends like I am today. At first I avoided the stamp set because I need quick and easy cards. I don't like to spend a lot of time coloring, although coloring is fun and therapeutic. But what I discovered with this stamp set is that you really don't need a lot of coloring to make it work. So I'm bringing in the Pecan Pie Stampin' Blend, and I don't need to do the whole nest. Stampin' Up's got some little, so we'll just put some around this kind of the sticks or the all the stuff that the bird brought in to create that. So I don't need to color the whole thing. I have some boho blue. I'm going to have robin's egg blue. There's a little shading there. I'm just going to add a little color that way. See, just a little color. Not a lot. Doesn't take me a lot. I can do this on video. I have light Lost Lagoon and going to add the color to these leaves here. And if you hang on to watch the rest of the video, I have some other card samples using this Everyday Details bundle. Handful of those. I've been playing with those, so you'll want to see those and see what else you can do with it. So the key to this fun fold is in where you place the focal point and the dimensionals. So we are going to place the dimensionals on this strip on the right hand side. I'm just going to place 3 right in a row. And that factors how it will open. So I'm not closing the card completely. So I'll place my circle right here, and then that allows the card to open as such, but it's still hooked together on the card with that. So that's called the Flip Front Fun Fold. So there's that. Also, we need a little bit of ribbon, I think. The boho blue 3/8 inch textured ribbon works really well for that. It's in the annual catalog. I am just going to take that ribbon, make a quick, just a knot, tie it, pull it tight, and grab a couple of glue dots, put it on the back of that knot, and affix it to the front of the card. And then I'm going to get my scissor, my trimmer, or just ribbon, and give it a trim. And then, of course, we need some bling. So the 2023, 2025 in color dots are perfect for that. Not many left on that sheet. I have a whole package left of those. So they add some interest. I know I need to use my sharp tip of my pick tool because they're on there really well, but just going to add a little bit of color with those dots. They're stuck on there, so they're going to be stubborn. Place 3 on the front there, just to bling it up a little bit. I have really started to love having dots, jewels on all my creations. So I have a kind of a little stack. So there we go. That's the finished Flip Front Fun Fold. Let me show you once again how that works. So it opens and it just flips like so and goes right back down. So that is that card using the Everyday Details bundle along with the Flight and Airy Designer Series paper. And I'll show you some of the other samples, so hang on. I've been having a little bit of fun with it. So this first sample also uses that bird nest image. You can see I use the bird nest image quite a bit. On the outside here, this top layer is the Gorgeous Garden die. There are 2 in the package, and it just makes that whole great background. I thought it was perfect with the bird's nest. And the Designer Series paper underneath is the Poetic Expressions Designer Series paper from the January through April 2024 mini catalog. I grabbed the Hello from the Gorgeously Made stamp set. I just love how that fits just right in there. Next up is just a fun little sketch card, again, using the same Hello, the bird's nest, and just a couple of Designer Series paper pieces from that Flight and Airy package. Quick and easy card, kind of the same concepts, but they all look a little bit different. The bird's nest, once again, this uses a piece of Designer Series paper from the Softly Stippled 12 by 12 Designer Series paper. That's also available free during celebration with the $50 order. Let me put a quick plug in for, I have a class, Zoom class to go, February 28th. Using the Everyday Details bundles. Get a hold of me if you'd like to attend. You won't see any of these cards on the Zoom. I'll make totally different designs. So this card, I was inspired by a sample in the mini catalog, and it uses all the different sizes of the Everyday Details dies. Again, I pulled in that bird's nest and a sentiment from the Gorgeously Made. See all the different little birds I grabbed out of the Designer Series paper. So that's kind of fun. This next one is basically the same, except for this is the back of the Designer Series paper. And then I die cut that image right out of the DSP. If you can see in the background, the Softly Sophisticated embossing folder, it's available also during celebration in conjunction with the Softly Sophisticated stamp set. So there's another sample. So I kind of went off of the other Designer Series paper, and we're now using a piece of the Be Mind Designer Series paper. And all those images, most of them look like Valentine's Day. There's some flowers and some more generic pieces, and I wanted to use that Daffodil Delight just think that's so fun and cheery. It's Daffodil Delight and Pool Party. And I did color that teacup with Stampin' Blends. All the color coordinating materials from Stampin' Up make it so easy to create a fun card. This tried a different color combination with that. And this designer series paper is the inked and tiled from the annual catalog. Again, coloring the teacup. Same layout as that card, but a totally different card. So I've just started to scratch the surface on the Everyday Details bundle, but having a lot of fun with it. Just a reminder, this was the flip front fun fold using the Everyday Details bundle along with the Flight and Airy designer series paper. I so hope you enjoyed today's video. Give me a shout if you have any questions. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, happy stamping. Bye-bye.